Considering how much time Clark has missed this season, there's been growing speculation that she might join the Unrivaled.
Angel Reese has not currently been announced for Unrivaled, which is huge because let's be real, Angel Reese is the biggest draw in Unrivaled.
I don't know if Angel Reese is coming back to Unrivaled. They've named all their players except for 3 spots.
Will it be Caitlin Clark? Hints are being put out. Things are being speculated. The streets is talking, and I'm listening.
Just minutes ago, in a stunning shakeup, Ago Unrivaled has pulled off the biggest surprise yet. Angel Reese is out, and Caitlin Clark is stepping in for year 2. This might just be the wildest storyline in women's basketball right now.
Will it be Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese? Is that going to be the big announcement? Listen, if Caitlin Clark gets announced for Unrivaled, it will be the biggest news in the sports media cycle, point blank, period.
Fans are urging Unrivaled not to toy with their emotions again. Many argue that if Caitlin Clark is officially announced, tickets will vanish in minutes and resale prices could skyrocket overnight.
You have people saying Unrivaled, if you are playing with my emotions again this year, I promise you I really will be done. If it's Caitlin, please release the tickets before you announce. Because if it's Caitlin, them prices about to skyrocket and they're probably going to be sold out.
Clark's fan base is adamant she must take the floor this offseason. With WNBA uncertainty and potential scheduling delays, they don't want to wait nearly 20 months before seeing her play again.
I've seen a lot of people in the Caitlin Clark camp, not her camp, but her fan base saying she has to play this offseason. We don't know if the WNBA is going to have a season, so Caitlin needs to get on the court. She loves ball too much not to play for basically 20 months. And so they're speculating, will she go to Unrivaled? Will she go to AU? AU is just such a smaller brand than Unrivaled. Most people have heard of Unrivaled, especially in the W.
Having only 13 professional games under her belt, many view Unrivaled as the perfect stage for Clark to sharpen her skills. That's why speculation around her possible arrival has become one of the hottest storylines of the offseason.
All right, not a lot of ways to hone your skills, to get sharp, stay sharp. A lot of people have thought, would she actually go to Unrivaled? Of course, the 3x3 league that is owned by Nafisi Collier and Brianna Stewart. The main reason that I think some people believe that it's viable is, number one, they actually have a real television platform. In fact, multiple television platforms.
Speculation continues that Unrivaled is preparing a joint announcement featuring Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Such a move would capture massive attention and dominate coverage across the sports landscape.
I think if they were going to be stalling this entire thing, that it would be a case of, Angel Reese, I think her name would have been early. I genuinely do think her name would have been early enough in the whole list of names, or she would have been like the start of one day, because we all know, this whole thing, if they were trying to make it a grand reveal of somebody, a player who was all Unrivaled second team last year wouldn't be that player if they were trying to.
Unrivaled's president emphasized that bringing in Caitlin Clark could skyrocket ratings, potentially doubling or even tripling TV viewership. After her long absence, her return is poised to be the ultimate ratings game changer for season 2.
So they have an opportunity from a viewership standpoint right here. If they offer her enough money and can get her in there, I think she could do more for their ratings than she would normally do for their ratings, because it's been so long since we've watched her play.
All eyes are on Caitlin Clark this offseason. From Unrivaled to Athletes Unlimited, or even overseas, her next step is seen as a career-defining choice, one that could shift the entire landscape of women's basketball.
This is a huge, huge deal. We all want to know what Caitlin Clark will be doing in her offseason. I personally would like to see her play somewhere, whether it's Unrivaled, Athletes Unlimited, her own league, China, Europe. I don't care. I just want to see her play somewhere during this offseason. I think it would be good for her game. We also had announced that Caitlin Clark will be speaking in an exit interview tomorrow.
While Angel Reese remains among the unannounced names, it's Clark who commands the spotlight. Speculation is running wild, with many fans convinced Unrivaled may be keeping her as their blockbuster last-minute reveal.
And Angel Reese, those are the people that played last year but are still not actively announced as coming out for this year. And then again, like I said, people are speculating about Caitlin like they do everything else. They do want to see her play. Not mad at that. And then Asia's out there, but a lot of people don't think she's going to play in Rival because she's even said last year that she likes to be focused on individual workouts for the off season.
Reporter Chloe Peterson hinted that if Caitlin Clark does decide to join an off-season league, Athletes Unlimited might be her landing spot over Unrivaled. Yet Clark's name alone keeps Unrivaled buzzing in the headlines.
Peterson suggested that if Clark was to participate in an off-season league, it's more likely she would join Athletes Unlimited, a 5-on-5 league that, like Unrivaled, is populated by WNBA players.
Meanwhile, speculation is swirling that Angel Reese could sit out this offseason altogether, fueling whispers that Clark may be the surprise star Unrivaled is preparing to unveil. A bold move like that wouldn't just make headlines. It could reshape the entire direction of the league.
I hope she makes what ends up being the best decision for herself. I don't think she did last summer, but I think in hindsight she didn't last summer, but I hope whatever she does, she plays some ball. But yeah, it's like we have to assume Angel is one of the last two. I don't know. I really don't know. I think there's a hard ball there. I think there's absolutely hard ball there from Angel Reese.
And with the WNBA lockout threatening to stretch on, Clark has plenty of incentive. Joining Unrivaled would keep her from sitting out nearly a year, while instantly elevating the league with its biggest possible star.
I don't know. I know a lot of people are absolutely against it. I understand it. Normally, I would be like, nah. Now I'm just sort of like, well, it's 6 in one hand and half a dozen in the other. The thing I don't like about this damn league is it's 3-on-3. They desperately need to become a 5-on-5 league, in my opinion, if they want a chance to make it.
Angel Reese's name is missing from Unrivaled Season 2 roster, and with most players already confirmed, the silence is sparking major questions. Has the league moved on without one of its biggest stars?
I don't know if Angel Reese is coming back to Unrivaled. They've named all their players except for 3 spots. I'm not sure. What do you think? You think she's coming back? So that's right. Unrivaled, they've named most of their players coming for the year 2, the second season. And like I said earlier, Angel is not one of the people on that list.
Angel Reese has not been confirmed for Unrivaled's second season, despite her star power last year. With most of the roster already announced, her absence is fueling speculation that Season 2 might go on without her.
Angel Reese has not currently been announced for Unrivaled, which is huge because let's be real, Angel Reese is the biggest draw on Unrivaled. And she was good last year. Like, let's not... Look, anyone who says... And someone says Angel and Sabrina are playing hardball, I'd say they're probably not offering Sabrina the same money as they did last year because they gave her the Caitlin Clark deal. And I'm guessing Angel Reese wants the Sabrina deal. That would be my assumption.
Unrivaled is down to its final 2 roster spots, and the burning question is whether Caitlin Clark will claim one of them. If her name is announced, it would instantly become the biggest headline of the women's basketball offseason.
You have people saying Unrivaled, if you are playing with my emotions again this year, I promise you I really will be done. If it's Caitlin, please release the tickets before you announce. Because if it's Caitlin, them prices about to skyrocket and they're probably going to be sold out.
With Clark sidelined for much of the year, many believe this could be the perfect moment for her to step into Unrivaled. The possibility of her debut has turned into one of the hottest debates among fans.
That she might join the Unrivaled League for its second season. The former Iowa Hawkeyes superstar reportedly turned down a $1 million offer last year to take part in the 3-on-3 league, but more than a few fans believe that things could be different this winter.
Even Unrivaled's president has made it clear they want Caitlin in the league, and a spot will always be waiting for her. If she accepts, her arrival would guarantee a surge in attention and send viewership through the roof.
Unrivaled made a concerted effort to get Clark to play in 2025, and while it looked likely that she would for a time, Clark ultimately declined the offer. So they thought she was going to play, I guess.
Could Unrivaled feature Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese? If Clark gets the nod for year 2, it would instantly dominate the sports media cycle. Angel Reese was a huge draw last season, but her return remains uncertain. The league may be ready to move on without her.
Will it be Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese? Is that going to be the big announcement? Listen, if Caitlin Clark gets announced for Unrivaled, it will be the biggest news in the sports media cycle, point blank, period.
Angel is a toss-up. She was a big part of why a lot of people watch, but Unrivaled did a good job of not making her the face of the league. Like when they showed on their marketing and stuff, they would show one person from every team.
With Clark's extended absence adding fuel to the rumors, speculation is heating up that she could be stepping into Unrivaled's spotlight for its second season. Unrivaled drops the ultimate bombshell, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark announced side by side. That single reveal would send shockwaves through the entire basketball world.
That she might join the Unrivaled league for its second season. The former Iowa Hawkeyes superstar reportedly turned down a $1 million offer last year to take part in the 3-on-3 league, but more than a few fans believe that things could be different this winter.
I think if they were going to be stalling this entire thing, that it would be a case of, Angel Reese, I think her name would have been early. I genuinely do think her name would have been early enough in the whole list of names, or she would have been the start of one day, because we all know this whole thing, if they were trying to make it a grand reveal of somebody, a player who was all Unrivaled second team last year wouldn't be that player if they were trying to.
If Caitlin Clark joins, Unrivaled's audience won't just grow, it could explode, doubling or even tripling overnight. She wouldn't just play in season 2, she'd define it. With Angel Reese out and Caitlin Clark in the spotlight, Unrivaled has flipped the script. The future of women's basketball begins right here. You don't want to miss it.